Namaste everyone, and welcome to the second Anchor to Light meditation on Wednesday. And so before we start, let's ask for divine blessing, shall we? To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, to all the saints of all traditions, to all the holy archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. Personally, to my teacher, Master Chokok Sui, Mahagu Jimeling, we thank you for divine light, divine love, guidance. Thank you for divine healing energy. Thank you for wisdom and divine protection. We thank you in full faith, and so it is. Okay, so I hope you were able to join us for the meditation this morning. And so tonight I saw another story that I think you guys might find interesting. You know, it's one of those Zen stories that whether it happened or not, we have no clue, but at least you can extract some lesson out of it, right? So anyway, the story goes something like this. There's this great warrior, okay, and he had never been beaten. So he lived in this town. He's a great master, never been beaten before. And so there's this young kid just showed up out of nowhere, this warrior that's also super, super good, and he's determined, I'm going to beat this guy, okay? And so he challenged the master, and against the advice of the master's students, because the master's already old, right? So, I said, hey, come on, this guy is strong, he's smart, he's known to exploit everybody's weakness, the first few seconds, and once he knows your weakness, bam, he just beat you up and all that stuff. So the master said, no, I got this. So he agreed. Anyway, so they squared off, just imagine a Chinese movie, whoa, and all that stuff. All right, gotta set the stage here. Okay, anyway, so they squared off, they're ready to fight, right? So the master stood there, whatever his hand movements are, and the young dude start screaming, yelling, hurling a lot of insults at the teacher, okay, at the master. You are this, and everything you can think of for a whole hour, just hurl all these insults. Well, the whole idea here is he wanted to destabilize the master so that if the master get upset, then he'll find out, he'll notice that, his nervous system is weak here, and it causes him to have an opening, whatever. And for a whole hour, the master just stood there and just watched him. Well, this kid knew that if he didn't find a weakness, he dare not attack because, the master has never been beaten. So he was embarrassed and he left. Okay? And so the students go, Master, what happened? What happened? This guy, he's stronger than you, faster than you because of your old age, How come he just left? And so the master said, well, if somebody gave you gifts and you don't receive it, to whom do those gifts belong to? The student says, of course, to the person who gave it. Yeah, he hurled me all these insults. Well, I just watched him. I didn't receive it. So what happened? Went back to him. Okay, some of you heard that story, and you've heard a reference to that, what the Buddha taught. So just to kind of connect it to you, there's a story again. Whether these actually happen or not, we have no idea, but at least we can extract the lesson. So there's this story. The Lord Buddha was walking into a village, and all the people going, really bowing, right? And there's this guy who's crazy guy comes out and starts same thing, insulting him, going crazy and screaming, yelling at the teacher. The teacher was calm, and at some point the teacher said, "Can I ask you a question?" And the screaming guy goes, "Yeah, what's your question?" If somebody gave you a gift and you don't receive it, to whom do these gifts belong to? Well, of course, the guy who gave it. So the Lord Buddha said, well, you try to give me your anger, your insults, I do not receive it. So to whom do these anger and resentment belong to now? And at that point, that person just shook up and realized that he started, so it went back to him. And according to the story, at some point he had a realization, he had a little enlightenment, and became the Buddha's student. Okay, one more story. So if you're from Indonesia, I forgot the name of it. It's a certain martial arts technique in Indonesia. It's pretty impressive. Okay, so in 1985 it was a Pranic Healing World Convention. The first one is in Manila. The second one is in Indonesia. And so I remember we went there and we were shown, Grandmaster Cho, myself, my colleagues, and I know several hundred pranic healers were in this auditorium, they had demonstration, and these guys were amazing. Just like, I saw them, imagine one of these kids go, sat down, they put a cloth or whatever on top of the guy's head, and then whatever it is, set it on fire, and put a wok. Like if you're cooking Chinese food, put some food in there. You see this kid with his bare hands go cook it like this, and then offer the food to us. And then what else? They poured glass everywhere, real glass. And, you could hear, like, stuff would break, right? The kid just jump and then turn around. So, anyway, a lot of martial arts technique. And one of the things they do is some form of telekinesis, like be able to move people and objects. So they did a demonstration. There's this hallway. A lot of times in an auditorium, there's a hallway on this side, this is the auditorium. So they did a demonstration where this woman was walking, and they had one guy simulating a purse snatching. Okay, so imagine this woman was walking. We're all watching from the side, and then this guy ran at full speed, and the woman's walking like this, and grab her purse, right, and start running. And there's no way, unless they choreographed this really well. The guy ran, and you look at the woman like this, and to the microsecond, she went like this. The guy who was running, it's as if he hit the brick wall. And then the woman went like this. Of course, the sound effect is mine, huh? And you see this guy go, and the woman grabbed the purse. We were like, whoa, that's pretty good. Now, it's our time to participate. So, went on stage. Well, I was not on stage. It was one of my colleagues was on stage, and one of their guys who does all this stuff, right? And so he's standing there. My colleague was standing there. And then I was asked to be a volunteer. I said, okay, so I got up on stage. So I'm standing behind the martial arts dude, right? And the whole idea is they're going to do all this stuff and push my colleague out without touching him from like 10 feet away. So I'm standing behind the martial arts guy, and my colleague, there's nobody behind him. I'm going, what the heck? So, but right before it started, Grandmaster Cho got up on stage, whispered something to my friend, and it went back down. So here we go. So I'm going like this. Okay, supposed to ready to catch. I have no idea what's going to happen. So this guy goes, and you could really feel he was really angry, and send out this energy, right? Like if you ever play video games, Street Fighter, okay, anyway. So he projected all this angry energy. And my friend was standing there, and then within a few seconds, when he goes, when this guy threw the energy at my friend, the guy fell to me. Okay, remember, I was like, that's strange. So he goes, this guy wasn't happy. Oh yeah? He went again, boom, he fell to me. I'm going, what the heck is this? My friend didn't do anything. So the whole thing, so during the break, when we came down from the stage, I went to my friend and I said, what did Master tell you? He said, oh, Master whispered, just say, do nothing. Just feel love. Do nothing. That's it? I mean, this guy was really, if you've ever seen anybody pissed off, multiply that by 100, and he knew energy, so he was projecting it. So you can imagine. And later on, I talked to Master Choice, he goes, exactly the point. Exactly the point. Like qualities attract, opposites repel. I knew what they were doing, and the reason they could do it to each other, in demonstrations, because this guy projected crap to this guy projected, it's like a crap show. Okay? He didn't say that. That's my interpretation of what the teacher said. So all I did was, if he did not react to him, it just went back. What's the lesson? I think you got it already, right? Like qualities attract, opposites repel. If you ever attended psychic self-defense, panic psychic self-defense, the class, well, I don't know when we're going to teach it. Rule number 1 in psychically protecting yourself is called non-reaction. It's just like the master, the warrior master. The kid was screaming, yelling, and then insulting him, waiting to destabilize him emotionally and mentally so he can be beat up. No, the teacher stayed calm, said, whatever, my mantra, Om, whatever, Om, went back. Same thing what happened with the Lord Buddha, the story. And this friend of mine was standing there, they talk about a lot of aggressive energy. Nothing happened. What's my point? oftentimes we are destabilized by ourselves, not from other people. We care too much about what people say. Somebody's trying to tell you something, trying to hurt you, yes, no, whatever. A lot of times it's the story we tell ourselves of what's going on, when in reality, it's nothing. Or if it is something, you make it nothing. Yeah, I remember one time, many years ago, this actually happened to me. See, in Arhatic Yoga, there's different levels of spiritual practice. So once you accomplish one, you have to apply to be approved to the next level. The teacher scans your energy, make sure that you don't explode, that you can handle the energy. So there's this student who have been wanting to, and in my case, I was given the task of screening who should move forward or not. Well, I didn't approve this guy because he didn't look stable, right? Emotionally going up and down and all that. So when he found out that I declined him, right in front of 10, 15 people, he starts screaming and yelling, "You are this," and screaming and yelling, go, "You know what? I've been shooting arrows at you for the last year, shooting arrows, spears, and all the whatever." I'm looking at him going, and so? And then afterwards he said, he's screaming, yelling. He didn't realize he was telling me everything he's doing and how it messed up his life. He's like, "You are this and this, you didn't improve me, you think," and went on, and I'm sitting there going, there's no email then, this many years ago. And then some point he goes, "Yeah, and then my life is such a mess." Now I'm thinking in my mind, I go, "I didn't do it, you do it to yourself." What's my point? Same thing. It all goes back to the awareness of who you are. You cannot control what people do or say, but you can regulate how the soul regulates the body, regulates the emotions, regulates the thoughts. So in reality, we are responsible for our life. "Yeah, but that person insulted me." Okay, short of hitting you physically, they scream and yell, you're just going to look at them and go, "Yeah, but they're throwing dirty energy." Okay, wear crystals or whatever you want to do. But in reality, all those crystals, all those, whatever you're using energetically helps. But those things will not help you if you emotionally engage. That's why we always tell people, "Oh yeah, I do a white light shield, this shield, that shield, 20 shield." I'm looking at them. "Are you done?" And he goes, "Yeah, but I don't understand why, even with these shields, these people are able to make me upset, angry." I go, "Hello, your shield are useless if you emotionally engage. Because as they start screaming and yelling at you, if you just stay calm, then the shield stays put. But the minute you emotionally get triggered, your shield goes down." Shocking, isn't it? I know some of you think, "Well, I'm here for meditation, not for all these lessons." If you haven't figured out yet, if you allow other people's emotions and thoughts to affect you, it will affect your meditation. Now, the opposite is also true. If you do your meditation properly and you have an understanding that you are the creator of your thoughts and emotions and you regulate what happens, right? So you can say, okay, these negative thoughts and emotions are not mine. "Yeah, but some people, they push my buttons, they trigger me." You know what the triggers are? You know what these emotional buttons are? Those are your chakras. You heard the saying, "They push my buttons, they, pull or drain me." Those buttons are like symbols or metaphors, whatever you want to say, of your chakras. So if they, okay, what is that saying? When I first came to the United States, they told me, I remember my relatives told me, "Okay, simple rule. Never ask a woman how old they are, and never ask their weight, and never ask a man how much he makes." I'm going, "What?" "Just remember that rule and you won't offend anyone." I'm going, "Okay." I'm a 15-year-old kid. I have no clue. Then later on, I realized, it makes sense. Because for a guy, a lot of your ego has to do with how you carry your body and how much you make. That's the basic chakra. That's the solar plexus. That's the ajna. So if you say something related to those chakras go like that. They get rattled. With a woman, could be the sex chakra, could be the solar plexus, the heart. These are the little buttons, which are basically the chakras that get stirred up. So when you say they triggered me, that means you allow them to trigger you. Next time this happens, you do a simple experiment. Okay, I'm not saying you go out and get anybody upset and go, okay, test it on me. No, don't do that. Just next time a situation happens, step one, observe. Are these my emotions? Nope. Are these my thoughts? Nope. It's his or hers. Okay. This has to happen inside. Huh? So you're just looking at them while they're screaming, yelling, and do whatever. Go, are these my thoughts? No. Are these my emotions? No. So if they're not mine, must be theirs. Next question. Do I want them? No. So the question is, why should I let them in? I don't. So you keep that awareness in your head. You just say, hey, no, these are not my thoughts. You're still polite. You're just watching. Yeah, yeah. The Japanese height. Still be polite, because you don't want to make it worse. They're already making it worse as it is. You don't want to join in. Now some people say, yeah, you're going to fight fire with fire. Yeah, that's dumb. You create a bigger fire. You put out fire with water. But what I'm saying is non-reaction starts with your spiritual practice. Because when you don't react, the soul stays in control of the body, the emotions, and the thoughts, and you get to choose how to respond. You get my point? Without that awareness of who you are, the thing goes down the toilet. I remember a few years ago at Tony Robbins' event, he invited this guy, Tim Larkin. Some of you might know, he's a self-defense guy, right? And it's interesting what he said, that in the time of, if somebody is about to attack you or in times of danger, the number one reason people get hurt is because they lose their awareness. They start going crazy, and then that's it. They get beat up or they get hurt. But if a person can just have the ability to step back and be aware, okay, what is the threat level here? Okay, what is going on? What could happen? Just the ability to observe. Now, if you're in martial arts or in the military, they call it situational awareness. Situational awareness means different situations. If you heighten your awareness, you're able to observe what's going on. But before you even do that, you have to first be aware of what's going on within you. Now, let's tie it up to meditation. You'll notice that during meditation, in the stillness, in the silence, not all of you, I know some of you are like me when I first started, it's like, is this done? Is this stillness thing, this quiet thing, are we done yet? I was like that. In fact, I used to fast forward my teacher's meditation audio when it's stillness. I go, okay, don't do that. Anyway, here's my point. In that time of stillness, a lot of you go, wow, it's so peaceful, still, you're floating somewhere, right? Okay, just make a mental note for yourself. After the meditation, at any given time, you can go back to that stillness and awareness of that nothingness on demand. So what you do is some of this. In fact, we'll practice it tonight, okay? So next time you're talking to someone or watching TV, you can just try it. Even there doesn't have to be anything there doesn't have to be any threat. You just talking to someone and then you go, okay, let me try this. Just go back to that time when you were still in quiet in meditation. Just put yourself back in that state. Make that the now. You will notice. Then you just look at my hand. You just keep extending it, extending it, extending it, extending it. And before you know it, people going crazy, upset. You just look at him and go, what's the big deal? That's why I used to watch my teacher. It was hilarious. People go, he looked at me. Okay. So you just do this, you do this, you do that. Okay, namaste. He walks away. I'm like, what the heck? Yeah, there could be a crisis. He just say, okay, look. Wait for the typhoon to pass. Don't go crazy because you run out in a typhoon, you get wet, and you get blown away. Just observe the typhoon, protect yourself, and be calm. Relax. Like one time, I took him to the airport, right? I was driving like crazy because I don't want him to be late. Stressing out while I'm driving. He goes, relax. Master, I gotta get you to the plane. Relax. We have plenty of time. I'm going, he does not know LA traffic. So he checked in. And then I was parking the car. I came back. And then I see him walking. I go, shouldn't be in the plane? He's walking down from the check-in counter. He looks at me and goes, I can't believe it. We missed the flight. Anyway, let's go eat. I'm going. You see what I mean? Your spiritual practice and meditation has to translate into calmness and emotional mental regulation in your everyday life. Some of you, and I've talked to some of you, go, I can't believe it. I posted this and people were trolling me. They were doing this and they're getting all upset. I'm going, delete it. Yeah, but they said this. I go, don't read it. It's like, the way my teacher explained it is like, if somebody give you a cup and it's poison, why put it in your mouth? Right? If you know what they're telling you, they send you a letter and there's all this stuff and you go, oh, this guy doesn't like me and I'm sure he's going to scream and yell. Oh, whatever. Okay. Toss it. If somebody sends you, a lot of stuff in your email or your Facebook, whatever, stuff, and people start, yeah, blah, blah, blah. You just click, click, click. Psst. Move on with your life. Isn't it? I know some of you go, easier said than done. I never said it was easy. But it can be done. You just have to start when? You heard the saying, right? It's only happening as fast as you start. Anything you want to be successful only happens as fast as you can start. That's it. So try it. Next time somebody's upsetting you, next time somebody triggers you, upsets you, step one, observe. That's the key. I'm going to drill it to your head. Observe. Just watch. This person's going crazy. This person's screaming, yelling. Interesting. Their mouth is moving and my ears are hearing noises that are not very nice. It's just like watching something, just stay a third person. This person's a little crazy. Okay. Very interesting. That's why I remember many times I'm talking to my teacher and then I'm panicking. Master, he goes, and some of you taking classes with him, right? Some student asks a crazy question like, but master, you don't understand. He goes like this. Very interesting. I'm going, that's all you got to say? Very interesting? And later on he goes, when this person says it's very interesting, it seems like he's very upset, but in reality, he is creating his own problem. Very interesting. And go, wow. Now, here's a certain side effect. I want to warn you. This certain side effect is some people may find you a little cold. They might find you like you don't care. So, easy solution. Very easy solution. What you do is any situation that happens, you observe. Okay, this happening. What is the appropriate action? I should say this, I shouldn't say that, so it doesn't escalate. Very interesting. Then, if you notice there are some people who might feel like, oh, you're being ice cold, then you focus on your heart center and just project love and just make your voice more caring, more loving, project warmth. That's that. I know what you're saying. Well, but that's natural. It's not spontaneous. No, it's not. You're right. Because the I, the soul, control how much energy is given to the body, the emotions, and the thoughts, including the thoughts that come out of me, including the love that comes out of me. You mean you regulate the love? Yeah. Why not? Everything is regulated by the soul. You love your child. You go, I love my child a lot. Okay, let's unleash all this love. Okay. And then you go, okay, that's enough. You're like a robot. No, it's called spiritual mastery. The spirit, the soul, regulates your life. I know some of you who are new, this is like too robotic, whatever, which is perfectly fine. Here's the best news of all, and we'll meditate. Just try it anytime you have some form of conflict in your life. Just try it. You don't have to do everything else I'm sharing with you tonight, because I gave you kind of the big picture. Try it on little things. Next time you see, somebody says something, you give you some news that you don't like, you observe. I noticed that whenever this type of news comes to me, I feel a certain heaviness here. I feel a heaviness here. I also notice that my breathing changes. You know what you're doing? You're observing. Then you go like this. Yeah, I noticed that when my wife says these things, I notice I tense up. Interesting. So it's not the eye that's tensing, but my body responds this way. Let me try it. Next time that person says this, I'll observe my body and make it not respond. You take baby steps. So that warrior master, he did not become like that overnight. Took time. But that's probably one of the reasons why he's so good, never been defeated, because he can regulate his body, his emotions, and his thoughts. Remember what he said this morning. You're the charioteer. You train your horses, the physical, emotional, mental vehicles, to go to where you want, not the other way around. Okay? Just think about it. So next time somebody sends you a nasty quote, a comment on something you put in or whatever, you just kind of observe it. Very interesting. This person is very upset. He doesn't like my makeup, doesn't like my shirt, doesn't like my whatever. Very interesting. I wonder what's going through this person's head. Anyway, that's their thought, not mine. On to the next message. You do that enough times, you start going, everything's nice, everything's quiet. All right? Just a little thought. And you don't have to be all zenned out about it. You can still be functioning. You still can be happy. You can do whatever you like. At least you get to be the one to choose it. By the way, the second part of that, remember, some people push your buttons and some people drain you or yank on you. The part on pulling on you is what we call in pranic healing energy cords. So if you've taken the classes, you already know every time you finish working with someone, you cut the cord. Or if somebody's very nasty to you, you just imagine there's a link, like a energy cord between your solar plexus below your sternum to theirs. And you just go like this, cut, disconnect. Now, don't do it in front of them. They're going to get pissed off, They're going to go, what do you think I am? You just say. And what I used to do is, like, when somebody's very negative, I just go, They can't tell. They think I'm just whatever, but I'm going, God. Or you can do the Japanese way. Samurai. All right. Shall we? To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers. Personally, to my teacher, Master Tokoksui Mahaguji Mailing, thank you for divine light, love, guidance. Thank you for your wisdom. Thank you for your health. Thank you for divine protection in full faith. And so it is. Okay, let's do meditation twin hearts. I know we did it this morning. My teacher said you can do it twice a day, right? Tap your heart with your left hand, your crown with your right hand. Put your hand like this. Be aware of your heart. Smile. Imagine someone you love in your heart. Just a picture of someone you love right there in your heart. That alone, you'll notice your energy softens. Feel love for this person and just say, from my heart to yours, I shower you with much love and lots of affection with no expectations, but just to love you. Smile. And just imagine your heart smiling and fill that person with love. Now be aware of your crown. Just be still. And just visualize the person in front of you. Project golden light to them. Just say, may you be blessed with inner peace and divine love. So be it. Now we'll share this love not just with one person, but the entire world. Just visualize this person you love as one of billions of people on earth. Be wherever your heart and your hands, flood the earth with beautiful pink light. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace, a channel of your peace. Wherever there's hatred anywhere in the world, let me sow love. Where there's injury, let me sow pardon and forgiveness. Where there's doubt, let me sow faith. Where there's despair, let me sow hope. Just flood your loved one, your city, your state, your country, the entire earth with peace, with love, with a spirit of forgiveness, with hope and with faith, with light and joy. So be it. Just fill the earth with so much love, peace, joy, and light. Now be aware of your heart, take a deep breath. Be aware of your crown, exhale, and stay there. Just be aware of your crown, and just say, our souls are one. There's only oneness. Now be aware of your crown in your hands, flood the earth with golden light. Lots of golden light. From the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being on earth be blessed with loving kindness. Let all be blessed with great joy and happiness, with understanding, harmony, and divine peace. Let all be blessed without exception. So be it. So be it. Just be aware of your crown in your hands. You just flood the earth with so much golden light. Can you feel that? If you're sensitive, you might almost feel a tingling in your hands or a pressure in your head. Just let the energy flow through us. Now be aware of your heart and crown at the same time. Take a deep breath. Project golden light even brighter than before. Fill the entire earth. Just say, our hearts are one, our souls are one, our spirits are one. And in this oneness, we humbly ask to be channels of healing and love to the entire earth. From the center of the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being, every sentient being in the higher worlds, middle worlds, even the lower worlds, let all sentient beings in every dimension, every direction, above and below, be blessed with God's unconditional love and kindness. Let all be blessed with inner peace and inner healing. Let all be blessed with understanding, with harmony, with goodwill, and the willingness to do good. Blessings be to all. Bless your family, your relatives, the people you work with. Let it extend to the people you know, your acquaintances, your friends, all of them. Flood them with golden light. And let that golden light spread to the city you live in. Let it keep spreading further out, state, country, surrounding areas. Let it literally envelop the entire earth. From the center of the heart of God, may every person, every being be blessed with peace, with love, with kindness. So it is. So it is. Just be still. Mani Padme Hum. Blessings be to all. Om Mani Om Mani Padme Hum. Be still. Blessings be to all. All means all, including the people who don't like us. May all of them be blessed with peace, with love, and with kindness. So it is. Om Mani Padme Hum. Blessings be to all. Om Mani Padme Hum. Blessings be to all. Now lower your hands on your lap. Keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Keep your eyes closed. And just let your awareness drift up your head, past your head. Just allow your awareness to float above your head to a beautiful golden star floating above your head. Just look at it and just allow yourself to get closer and closer to that golden star. And allow your awareness to just gently drift into that golden star and stay there. Om Mani Padme Hum. Just allow your consciousness to just gently dissolve into that golden star, that golden light. Every particle of your being is immersed in that light. Om Mani Padme Hum. Let go. I'll take you higher. Om Mani Padme Hum. are one. Let go. Gently, very, very slowly, come back to your physical body. Gently move your fingers and move your toes. Just very gently and slowly come back. Take your time. Just settle in slowly into your body. Now gently raise your hands in blessing. We release the excess energy our bodies cannot absorb. Imagine all the people you love in front of you. Fill them with golden light. May all of them be blessed with good health, with happiness, with abundance and prosperity, and with spirituality. So be it. Let all of them be blessed. So be it. Now be aware of your hands, your feet, and the base of your spine. Just imagine golden light pouring down into Mother Earth. And verbally repeat after me. Let our beloved Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. Let our beloved Mother Earth be healed, regenerated, and revitalized. Blessings be to Mother Earth. Let the golden light go down deep, 20, 30, 40 feet down, and let it spread everywhere. Just flood the earth below us with golden light. May all be blessed without exception. So be it. May all beings be blessed. So be it. So be it, and so it is. So it is. To the Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, thank you. To all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers. Personally, to my teacher, Master Tokok Sui, Mahaguji, thank you. Thank you all for the blessings. In full faith, and so be it. Okay. Anybody didn't want to come back? Now, let's have a quick test. Keep your eyes open. Ready? Just keep your tongue in your palate. Keep your eyes open. Go back to that stillness a few minutes ago. Keep your eyes open, but keep that awareness of that stillness that you experience. Make it now. And just tell yourself, I can go back to this space anytime I want because I am the soul. I create this space. And so it is. That's it. Crazy simple. And the more you do these meditations, the deeper you go. Next time you need it, you can go back to it in an instant. It's not rocket science. Simple. And that's exactly why I love my teacher's teachings, is he makes it simple. Oftentimes you read spiritual books, they're theistic. I mean, they're good and wonderful, don't get me wrong. Yes, I'm going, how do I use this? Right? So you will notice that the more you do these meditations, it heightens your awareness. It heightens your awareness with the ability to observe, the ability to see what is going on. What is going on with my life? What's going on with my finances? What's going on with my relationship? You get to observe. And a lot of you have already given feedback about Prosperity Zen. You start noticing that, hey, after doing it 7 days, you start noticing, like somebody just told me yesterday, like, yeah, I noticed that question doesn't come up anymore. Am I going to have enough money? That doesn't come up anymore. Well, it used to come up. Do I have enough? It doesn't come up anymore because we do it every single day. Remember, in the Prosperity, we break it up, disintegrate it. So at some point, that energy is not in your aura anymore. So you don't even question yourself anymore. So guess what happened? After you imprint the positive thoughts and emotions of being prosperous, that's now your default. It all starts with your awareness. That's why we call it Prosperity Zen. Anyway, if you go to mastergo.org, if you haven't, there's a free introductory class, which is, I think, over an hour. You can actually practice. If that's all you do, you will benefit from it because we poured a lot of information there. Your consciousness, your awareness. You just practice it. Okay? Just thought I'd throw that in there. And again, this Friday, the morning is Prosperity Healing. And remember your bucket of salt water. Some of you forgot. I notice sometimes I'm talking halfway to go, where's my bucket? Again, the purpose of the bucket is for you to drain out all the negative thoughts, negative energies. Okay? So the ones who are new, 1 or 2 buckets, depending how big your feet are, fill it with, comfortably this much warm water so you're comfortable. Put salt and a little bit of lavender oil. So put it in there while we're having the lecture and the meditation. So as the energy comes through you, it's just disintegrated. The negative thoughts, negative emotions are disintegrated. You can do that for the Friday night full moon meditation too. Okay? So your choice. I think that's pretty much it. And I also already put a link earlier. Just go to loveforhumanity.org. That's the organization that we recommended for you because they're actually have a whole program for helping Texas. And SEVA circle.org. That's out of the Midwest. And they also have a program that they help wherever that's needed. And of course, a lot of you already give to wherever you want to. But these two I know because they're started by our students, so I know who's in charge there. If they're doing crazy stuff, usually I will know. And they're very good. They're really, I think, if I'm not mistaken, some of them only have like a 5% overhead. The rest goes towards feeding and helping people. So if you want to, you're welcome to. All right. Namaste, everyone. We wish you much happiness and joy, and be happy and live super energized. We will see you Friday morning. Take care.